Well, broadsheet journalists have described my impressions as stunningly accurate.
Well, they're wrong. I've not heard your Michael Caine, but I assume it would be something along the lines of, my name's Michael Caine.
That is where you are so wrong. And you can look at my live video for proof, because that's the very thing I don't do. I say that he used to talk like that.
Do you, Michael Caine?
OK. I say Michael Caine used to talk like this in the 1960s, right? But that has changed. And I say that over the years, Michael's voice has come down several octaves. Let me finish. And all of the cigars and the brandy, don't let me finish, can now be heard.
Okay.
I've not fucking finished in the back of the voice and the voice now. I've still not finished. The voice.
You're panicking.
Because you look like you're about to bloody talk.
22-minute podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't wanna take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines and stuff.
Welcome to the 22-minute podcast. My name is Wes Sievertson. Today is Friday, March 14th.
Woo! Woo!
Friday's Woo Day. That's what it's Woo Day.
Woo! Woo! We made it.
Woo Day. We need to put Woo Day on
Woo Day
on a shirt. But yes, I'm here with Mike Finley and James Fass. And,
hey y'all.
You already heard them, you know. And yes, 3.14. Don't even worry about that 0.25. We're just focusing on those first
The first to the 100th power. No, 10th
Correct.
power. Is it?
No.
It is 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
I nailed it
You're
the
making
first
me
time.
question it. Jesus, yeah. It's Pie Day.
You're welcome.
It's Pie Day. So, dang, I want some pie. I'm going to have a pie on Friday. Oh, well, not a pie. Maybe I can buy... Can you buy a slice at the grocery store?
I think you can.
Yeah, they sell single shits
Shit,
like that.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm in a city. I'm in a major fucking city. I mean, kind
You're
of.
asking questions like this?
Well, I'm asking questions about
like a local
Kroger.
pie shop.
I'm saying Kroger is basic-ass bitch. Right. I'm talking about a local bakery.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to find a local bakery. And if I have to buy a whole pie, I'm going to call you.
I want a camera shot on this, right? Just
Of me eating a pie?
no. You're, like the way you're
Oh.
sitting right now.
I would not...
Talking about pie.
Listen, I won't be sitting this way when there's a camera. I'll be doing when we're doing the video. I'll sit up straight. I will do the hand motions and things, but
Yeah, you
Do you have
better.
a favorite pie, Wes?
Ooh.
no, I don't think so. Well,
Apple, cherry, chocolate, pumpkin.
I really
sweet
do
potato.
like a good
Pecan.
well, I do love a good pecan.
I'm allergic to pecans. I can't have it.
Oh, really? I grew up. My grandmother had a pecan tree in her front yard,
Nice.
and so she was always making pecan-related stuff. What'd you say?
I said same.
Oh, nice. Oh, right. Oh, well, it sucks that
But Texas, I mean, like
Of course.
everyone has a pecan tree like within 8 feet of them or something. It's like
Yeah.
that spider thing.
The further the further east you go in Texas, yeah, you're gonna run into some pecan trees.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what it comes down to. But she would make pecan-related shit all the time.
Nice.
Because of that. But no, I do love a good pumpkin pie. But I don't think I'll be getting a pumpkin pie this Friday.
Lemon
Or
meringue.
today, whatever.
Coconut cream.
Well, shit, if you're going to go into coconut
Ooh,
cream.
coconut
and-
cream.
and-
Fuck
oh,
me up.
I forgot about all that. I was more going with like the sweet
Ooh.
and savory
Yeah.
pie, but I didn't even
Yeah.
think about the pure. Woo! Now I can only have a slice of that, guys. I'm 35.
Yeah,
I'm not
Mike
trying.
fucked it up.
I'm not trying to be.
You're welcome.
You've ruined
y'all.
us.
Like, how soon will I be pre-diabetic? But you know what I mean. But
I'm already there.
well, so I did schedule a doctor's appointment, so that's good. So
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, so they'll tell me how unhealthy I am, and then I'll go to the dentist, and they'll tell me how unhealthy I am, and then every woman I've ever known will be right.
It'll be funny if actually, no, you're the healthiest individual we've ever had in here, and no, your teeth are great.
That's not. Well, that's impossible. That one's at least
Yeah, they wouldn't
impossible.
do that.
If they tell me I'm okay physically, like I'm 35, I very much expect them to tell me like, you need to watch this, you need to watch that.
Right.
Take some B12, eat some fish oil,
Are vitamins
start
real?
walking somewhere.
No, I'm serious. Like, you Google it and they're like, we don't know. Yeah,
I think this is a question for Joe Rogan, maybe.
that's what I'm scared of. Is that ultimately we only have Joe Rogan's truth left, or like at least some sort of
Bro, you don't need vitamins. You need alpha male powder.
Well,
and
hey,
put it in your
And our
asshole
listeners
twice a
are
day.
getting an exclusive 20% off.
Yeah,
promo
exactly.
code.
This is all I use. This
Listen.
is all I use every day.
we're putting the phone number on the bottom of the screen. Call in now. First 100 people who call in, 20% off.
You got like an Alex Jones kind of
That's
feel there.
That's what it was.
Nice. Oh, good. You
That's
nailed
what I
it.
was going for. Thanks. Turn the frogs gay. That's the classic line. That's the line you use to hone in. That's like your there's a term for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like whenever I need to do the Australian accent. Hey, that's a nice hat, mate.
Shrimps on the barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie.
Hey,
It's the
look at that.
active.
We got a couple of bonus here. It's neat.
Oh, look at. Okay, let's see whose birthday it is today.
Fuck
What do you
off,
say?
mate.
Hey, is Rose Byrne here? Sorry. If I hear Australian, I just think Rose Byrne, and then my whole
Have you seen
mind just
Damages
goes to mush.
with Roseburn?
She's in Damages, but I'm not going to watch Damages.
Is that a TV show?
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Does that have what's her face? Glenn Close?
I think that's
Yeah,
right.
it rates too
Okay.
high on the Bechtel scale for Wes. So too many women
What is
talking to
the-
each other.
What is the
I'm sorry.
Bechdel scale?
What did it? What network did it? Air on?
TNT?
That's
I don't
why
know.
I'm
It was in
not
the 2000s, but
That's-
I haven't seen it, and I thought about watching it, and I wanted your opinion.
watching. Hey, I'll watch an ep. I'll
For
watch
Rose
an
Byrne.
ep. Well, yeah, for you and for Rose Byrne.
One app.
Okay.
You know what? I will watch 3 episodes.
Oh.
I will watch 3
Oh,
episodes.
that's
yeah.
a commitment.
You know what I'll do? I'll watch because you know what? If you really, okay, I'll watch the first 3 episodes and then I will look up the highest rated episode that's not the finale, and
Fair
I'll watch that one.
I'm no longer interested.
Well, you're gonna hear about it. Too late. You already committed to it. So look forward to the Monday episode of next week. So at the 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna get a snootful of some Damages feedback.
Well, speaking of finale, on this day in 1964, Jack Ruby is sentenced to death for his killing of Lee Harvey Oswald.
Nailed it. Curtains closed on him. I like that wink too. You know what? I need that on video. I need you to turn to me and then turn to the camera and wink. That's what I need. That was
A double.
perfect. Yeah.
Love the fourth wall.
Yeah, exactly. Just make love to the fourth wall. Exactly. Let's. No, hey, I do love the movie Bad Words. Premiered on this day in 2014, directed by Jason Bateman, also starring.
I've never
Jason
seen
Really
it.
good.
Is it?
Really good.
Yeah, it is. It is very good. You know why
It
it's
takes
really,
a while to get to the point, but it's good.
Well, it's character development, man. You know, it's all
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
him and then
Yeah.
the people he's interacting with and stuff. But
Yeah.
no, it's I don't think I'm not a big fan of Ozark. I think that's a little
Yeah,
overrated. So Jason Bateman is known for directing a bunch of those episodes. I'm sure they're very well directed. But he really is better at just movies and doing his own
Yeah.
thing. Because it almost feels like an indie movie, and I guess in a sense it might be. Same thing with the Family Thing that I was talking about before. So opens with the Yes song.
Oh, yeah.
That whole bit a couple weeks ago, whatever. Anyway, all right.
That
But
word
yes.
starts with the Black Keys song, I think, but also Philip Baker Hall's in that. It's worth a watch, Mike.
No, it is very good.
Okay.
I can't tell you how much I dislike the Black Keys, but that's okay. Jason
I
Bateman
like that
doesn't.
band.
Well, Jason Bateman doesn't need to, agree with me on everything. So, and neither do you, Chance. So the Black Keys, fine. No,
I like that one record, Brothers. I think that's the one that had all the 10-cent pistol and
I remember liking one song. Is what I was going to say. There was.
I like the Chulahoma EP. It's a homage to Junior Kimbrough's blues work.
oh, neat.
Junior Kimbrough's like a really well-known blues guy, and
Yeah, I
ended
think-
up dying. Like
I think I have his CD right here. Sorry. What? We're on the air.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
What? I'm supposed to not do that?
No, I love it.
You just got to come right back at me.
Yeah.
And I will take it because it's fun.
okay,
All right, well, speaking of coming back at you, on this day in 2014, Need for Speed is released with
Ah.
Aaron Paul from
Well,
Breaking Bad.
Nailed it. There you go. Yeah. What does anyone have to say about this movie?
Never
it was,
seen it.
It was based on a video game, and I didn't understand
Right.
like why.
Because there's no narrative
what-
in the video game.
Right, like don't you just like
it's just IP.
drive and like crash shit?
Speaking of IP, and this is not a transition to something on the list today.
Oh,
You know what? We're gonna allude to a headline.
okay.
Well, so the James Bond IP
Yeah.
is now owned by Amazon.
Right.
Well, part of that, I mean, I know I just called it IP, but that's pretty much now what it is because it's owned by Amazon. But so what? Late last year or 2023 or whatever, it was leaked, whatever. She probably wanted it out. That the family that owned I guess they were associated with
Ian
the Flemings.
Flemings.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. They've owned it. They've owned it the entire span of the movies.
and like MGM and shit, right? Too?
Yeah, I think that's who they had a partnership with and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is Amazon bought MGM.
Oh.
Right. or something like that, or
Well, buying that,
anywho.
I'm curious what other
Yeah.
things
No,
they acquired.
very
in that
worried.
Purchase. Yeah.
Because the whole thing is like the woman who was head representative of that faction of the ownership of Bond was pretty clear in meetings apparently whenever like Amazon directs, this is a headline everyone's read, whatever, where like content, they called it content.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're an idiot. But apparently, and then Jeff Bezos has specifically called it IP. And so anyway, it's just happening so actively, and I'm very sad for the Bond world.
Yeah.
Because it is misogynistic male fantasy a lot of the time, especially with the early stuff. But whatever, it's I'm not saying you need to learn life lessons from it, but it's a fun, stupid movie.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, and then the later ones are just actually very good.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just hate that it's going to be ruined by like we're all just us as millennials probably will be the ones who have to hold the wall of like, no time to die, bud. Sorry, that was the last one. We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to be those assholes. We're gonna have to be the older guys that are like, you liked the Moneypenny spinoff? That's really happening though. I know that it's a joke. I know that it sounds like a really funny joke, but it's happening.
We don't need those things.
No one wants it, and it's not going to do well.
And it's nothing against Moneypenny.
No, of course not. Well,
But
Moneypenny's a great character.
that's
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
We need to go. Her love life? No, like that's
Like a Moneypenny Sex in the City mix?
bullshit. No, part of the
Who's
fan.
she sleeping with other than James Bond?
Well, she's not
Sex in
sleeping
the
with
Pity?
James Bond.
Sex in the Penny. I like it.
That'll work.
Make it a comic book, whatever. No,
A
no.
graphic novel, please.
I always thought part of a specific.
Very graphic.
Okay, I'm okay with this. No, just don't make it canon. No, I thought specifically one of the like interesting parts about the Moneypenny character was the mystery surrounding.
Yeah.
Her
Like
character.
her relationship with.
Well, she's the one who's like, "Fuck you!
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping with you." And you're like, "Who's this woman?" And we don't know. We have no idea.
phone.
So I get why it's the idea of we should search that, but you're going to ruin it
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
trying to flesh that out. Okay, well that had nothing to do with today.
Yeah, but they do, like you said, they do have an ambiguous relationship. Sometimes are they gonna fuck?
Right.
And then
Oh, they
sometimes
flirt.
you're like, she's gonna kill him.
She's just like the one. Yeah, like she's the safe. She's this, and that's what's interesting too. Is it's almost like, you know what? Maybe that's more of a male fantasy as well. Is like, the secretary is the one I can't. She's almost like a younger mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who knows? But it's just a fun dynamic for that stupid world, and I don't need it ruined by like them trying to over-humanize these characters, or like not humanize, just give them too much of a backstory that just doesn't make sense. Because eventually
Just
that
show
will
me
happen.
what the car does.
You know,
Just show me what the fucking car
It's
does.
James
Does it
Bond,
blow stuff
man.
up?
Can he beat some people up and use like small guns in really efficient ways?
There's the Aston Martin. Here we go.
Exactly.
Speaking of
Okay.
humanizing, on this day in 2003, Willard is released. Crispin Glover and the Rats.
Willard. You know what? I heard Willow for a second.
Willow. I think it was 10 years prior to that.
I think almost 20. I think about 15 maybe. Yeah, you know what? Oh, okay. Yeah, Willard does a good job of. It's a movie about alienation, isolation, and almost in a way that you follow like a Travis. What's his name? Bigsby. What's his name? From Taxi Driver.
yep.
It's almost in a way that you follow him as like he indulges in his isolation. Because his disappointments are realizing that like, oh, the world isn't what I want it to be, or like this person isn't what I want it to be, and so he further isolates himself. And in so many ways, like I don't know, Willard kind of does the same thing. He kind of he turns his rats into his world, man. If that's not a metaphor, I don't know what is.
I just love Crispin Glover.
Oh, me too. It's a fantastic movie,
Yeah.
but it is like one that you probably shouldn't think that he's like the hero.
Right.
It's weird what movies he is in.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
He jumps around like Hot Tub Time Machine. What?
Yeah, just randomly like.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a paycheck, and maybe like John Cusack like knows him or something.
Yeah. Probably something like that.
But still, like, yeah, he was like, okay, I'll do it. I can't really do it. I can't really do it. I'd have to practice. Okay, yeah, it's somewhere in the middle there. Whatever. Okay, on this day in 2007, Mike, myself, and a bunch of other teenagers were at the Angelica movie theater in Dallas, Texas, seeing Funny Games.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas.
Dallas.
You don't like the Shops of Legacy?
In Plano? It's,
That's all. That's the only Angelica I've been to.
well, yeah,
'Cause
you're
I'm not cultured like y'all.
no, that one's closer to you. You grew up in Denton. We were in Mesquite.
Yeah.
We literally, if we didn't want to jump on the highway, it still would have taken us about the same time to get to the fucking Angelica. You know what I mean? Like Oates Drive,
Yeah.
the back way. We could have made it that way. It was just very close.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah.
convenient. We were on the right side. And then we would park at the bus station, and it was free.
Yep.
You know?
Walk across the street.
Yeah. Anyway, I remember though we were with somebody, a good friend of ours who we were seeing it with, and the part where where Michael Pitt turns and speaks to the audience.
Yeah.
I
Grabs
remember
the remote.
I remember our buddy just like leaning forward and looking at me because it was my idea. I was like, we have to go see this movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think you knew of it
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
but like they didn't know about
Right.
it. They didn't know about it, and so he was so shook. He was so, and like that's what's so great about the movie it's like, whoa, holy shit, I'm
Yeah.
creeped out because these people are so violent and a child has been murdered. And spoiler, sorry. Okay, let's get through some birthdays,
Turning 92 today, Michael Caine.
dude. Oh, there's a YouTube link here. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's the opening.
You know what? That's what we use as the opening. I haven't listened to it yet, so actually, I'm very.
It's going to be a real treat.
Yeah, exactly. For
It's
me.
pretty good.
Good. Okay, but also, obviously Michael Caine, fantastic in so much.
Oh, I failed you.
Yeah, my
I
God,
failed you.
dude.
You know, he was also in a movie called Blame It to Rio, which is a little disturbing
Dressed to Kill.
in hindsight. But what are you gonna do? Demi Moore was also in it.
Ooh.
Check it out. I mean, you know, but
Miss Congeniality.
he is funny in Miss Congeniality. He is fucking hilarious.
He is pretty good in that.
And there's another one. Oh, you know, the original Alfie. That's actually a pretty charming.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pretty charming little English movie. The remake's a little fucking. I love Jude Law, but he's charming, but it doesn't play well in the 2000s.
He was also in the original Italian Job.
Yes.
Yep,
And
that's right.
And the original.
Inception.
Wasn't there like didn't Get Carter, right? That was
Oh,
like a
yeah.
Sylvester Stallone movie, but he was the original.
Yep,
and,
that's
there you
right.
go. He's had a lot of his movies remade. He was in the original Herbie, the Love Bug.
Oh.
No, I'm making that up.
Oh.
But they
That
just
was pretty good. I believed it.
who would have known?
Like, oh, yeah.
But they just remade that. That was really
The Prestige.
they chose to he's so
His
good
work
in
with
The
Christopher
Prestige.
Nolan. Just
Right, exactly.
I think
Yeah,
he's
pretty much
retired
any
now. I
Chris
don't think
Nolan.
he's doing anything.
Well, he's 92.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Hopefully,
hopefully
his greatest performance, Goldmember.
Yeah.
I mean,
His papa.
strong performance, very strong. You're right. There's no doubt about it.
Daddy wasn't there.
Okay, let's see. Turning 39, Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell. What was the? He was in Snowpiercer, the movie. He's
Fantastic Four.
been Fantastic
The-
Four. That's right.
He was Billy Elliot in Billy Elliot.
That's what I was gonna ask. It's like, what was the thing that
That was his
made him?
first
yeah,
movie.
and it was Billy Elliot. That's right. But no, he's a
He
good.
was in that Jumper movie.
That's
I
it.
forgot about. Oh, Defiance.
Oh, I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that actually. That's
Nice.
one. That's a weird one that I haven't seen for some reason. That's,
I also haven't seen it, but I've seen
pretty
obviously the
good.
cover for it
Exactly.
1,000 times.
Yeah,
but yeah.
for sure. Me too. Okay, turning 46, Chris Klein of American Pie fame.
Oh, that's right.
And also Say It Ain't So. Have you heard of that movie? You know that movie? Say It Ain't So is one of the more disturbing, raunchy 2000s comedies.
Yeah.
The whole premise is already kind of disturbing because it's like about high school sweethearts who supposedly find out that they're brother and sister.
What?
And then the plot really takes off about 20 minutes in, 25, 30 minutes after. They've established all this about 20, 30 minutes in. And then he finds out that they were lied to and they're not brother and sister.
Jesus.
And so he has to go stop her from getting married to like this asshole, right? This rich asshole.
Heather
Ve-
Graham? Orlando Jones?
I mean, you should watch it. Like it's a very
Fucking
interesting.
comment says doesn't deserve the 5% rating it gets.
It does. It absolutely does.
Richard Jenkins? Sally Field? What?
I think I watched this
What a fun
like
cast.
last year or the year before last, but
Dude, it's I think
it's hard to keep my attention with that.
I wouldn't tell like an 18-year-old now like you should watch this movie. But
Right.
as if you haven't seen it and you're of our age, it's going to be a nice little trip back in time. Like you're going to get to experience one of those movies for the first time again because it very much is a 2000s. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, all right.
Speaking of time, turning 146 today, Albert Einstein.
Hey.
What's this? What's this now?
He was born on this day, now dead.
Oh, okay.
But if you were alive, he'd be 146.
Okay. Yes, right. Well, time is relative, and he MC squared and all that.
He emceed the square.
And
Right.
pie.
Right, and Pi today, and did he die?
Oh, is that why Pi Day is?
Dude, or was the guy who made Pi?
All right.
Did he poison him with a pie? on
Or did
this
Albert
day?
Einstein steal?
Right. Right.
Oh my God.
His daughter, impregnate her. three times in 3 years.
Three.
And just raised his sons and then that guy's grandson
His sons.
to be
Which happened to be Stephen Hawking,
right, and he crippled him. Yeah, mean.
and
wrong
killed him on
kid
the same
died.
day that he was born.
Dude, speaking of wrong kid died. turning 86 today, Raymond J. Barry. And yes, that is the father from Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
You know, I've never seen that movie.
Kid died. See, I'm not going to freak out, but you should.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Stickle fighting.
what? Like,
They like use like don't they like hit each other with scythes and shit in that fucking movie?
yeah, I don't remember how they set that up, but it's just like, I'm cut in half pretty bad, Dewey.
Yeah.
It's like, are you gonna be okay? I don't know. Yeah, no, it's hilarious. And it's completely underrated.
Yeah.
Like in general, if you ever hear me go, great record, that is
Jason Schwartzman trying to be the Beatles.
no, he's in
Paul
that
Rudd?
scene. It's Paul Rudd. Yes.
Okay.
Paul
Great record, and you will hear me say that a lot if you're gonna put these music notes. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right, turning 31, Ansel Elgort.
Elgort.
That's a Baby Driver
Baby
himself.
Driver?
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Turning 77, Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
He was also in that movie where sorry.
No,
Ansel
go ahead.
Was
Yeah.
also in that movie where he puts a cigarette in his mouth and never smokes it. It was like one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I have no idea.
What movie is
I
that?
have no idea, dude.
I don't know. It's like about some girl that has cancer, but he has cancer too.
Oh, yeah, that's where he, I think, first became famous or whatever. But hey, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Fault in Our Stars.
Oh.